The thumbs up emoji hate is fake.
Generation Z, of course, are offended and upset by absolutely everything. They see the thumb up emoji, it's seen as rude or passive aggressive.
It's at the center of a media circus where outlets are attempting to whip up the tired generational divide story by asserting all of Gen Z thinks the thumbs up is passive aggressive, thus provoking the rage of millions who use it every day. This idea was sourced from a 10-month-old Reddit post with just over 100 upvotes, hardly enough to represent a real story, as well as a comment from a 24-year-old, which is hardly the young teenage demographic news outlets present. And there are people within that thread commenting just how much they love the emoji, which just goes to show how little attention is paid to it. However, the thumb is a widely used image many are attached to, thus gaining attention from countless online demographics and thus furthering the extremely old, new generation does dumb stuff clickbait train.
I mean, I do it all the time to people. I'm not being passive aggressive.
This is nothing new. Only a few years ago, the buzzword millennial was seen across the world. Millennials are killing the diamond industry, millennials are eating Tide Pods, with none of it actually rooted in truth. These stories only blow up because millennials were considered young and defenseless, and now that they aren't, another target is in the crosshairs. Furthering these similarities is the fact that before news stories covered the weird surrealism of Gen Z humor, there were news articles covering the weird surrealism of millennial humor. The grind just keeps going, and in this instance the grinders decided that the newest generation hate thumbs up because they believe it to be too passive-aggressive, based on a single post on Reddit with minimal engagement. This demonstrates just how shitty tabloid media cycles have been for the past 10 years. A couple lines from a social media post can be used to represent an entire generation. It could be argued these headlines have become memes themselves. The idea that the thumbs up emoji is receiving hate is definitely a meme, as it is shared relentlessly to the point where it is instantly recognizable on a global scale. The idea that young people are ridiculous and not to be listened to because they're too weird to understand has also become an intergenerational meme, easily edited to apply to any demographic. After all, much of this Gen Z cancels emoji hysteria seems inspired by stories about the laughing crying emoji from a year or two ago, as well as articles about the smiley face, which were both just sourced from TikToks. It plays into the untrue Gen Z will cancel and are triggered by anything, even emojis, clickbait. Any person can agree on the fact that all emojis require context. Sure, one can use a thumbs up emoji in a passive-aggressive manner, but every single other emoji can be used in exactly the same way. In short, if you see a buzzword headline like Gen Z are cancelling things, then just roll your eyes and move on with your day, because this tactic has been used for years and shouldn't be taken seriously anymore. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else.